These women, according to their zodiac sign, sold their souls to the devil. Some women have such willpower, such magnetism and influence that their actions cannot be explained by logic. Their beauty is frightening, their gaze is piercing, and their words act like an order. These women walk on the edge, and, as esotericists say, one day they made a choice in favor of darkness. They entered into an invisible contract, giving up part of their soul in exchange for power, charm and control over the destinies of others. This is not an allegory. This is an energetic reality in which they live every day. Today you will find out which of the zodiac signs is capable of this. Which of the women, led by the shadow, is able to subjugate everything around them, without complaining, without asking, without explaining. These women are not afraid of darkness, because it is tamed and subordinated in them. Watch this video to the end. Perhaps you will see yourself, your friend or rival in this list. Subscribe to the channel if you feel that you are interested not in superficial astrology, but in the real secrets of power and darkness. Write in the comments who you recognized from the description. We are waiting for a frank conversation. We are starting to reveal those who once sold their soul, and received in return more than you can imagine. The first sign, Capricorn. The Capricorn woman sold her soul not for pleasure or power, for control. This decision was not spontaneous. She knew what she was getting into. She did not fall. She was not seduced. She opened the door herself and signed the contract herself. Her exchange was cold, precise and calculated, absolute power over her life in exchange for human weaknesses. And now there is no fear in her, no pity, no doubts. Only structure, discipline and intention, before which even the most steadfast tremble. Her eyes do not seek excuses. She looks straight, appraising ly, emotionlessly. If you made a mistake, she will not forgive. She will give a chance only if it is profitable. Those who are used to hiding the truth feel uncomfortable in her presence. Because she always sees it. This woman feels falsehood at the level of breathing. She has no time for games. She comes, takes what is hers and leaves without looking back. Weakness for her is a crime. She does not tolerate those who whine, who ask, who wait for help. Her soul was once alive, soft, maybe even romantic. But she gave it up. She gave it up in order to become someone who never needs. She created herself from stone. She cannot be broken, cannot be convinced, cannot be stopped. She listens, but she decides for herself. Her word is final, and there is not an ounce of doubt in it. She does not take revenge, she destroys. If you betrayed, if you let down, if you were weak next to her, you no longer exist. And it does not matter how many years you were with her. She does not look at the time, she looks at the result. And if you do not match, you are crossed out. Without tears, without explanations. Her emotions are under lock and key. The key is thrown away. And now she acts only on the basis of benefit, purpose and benefit. This woman can be an ideal leader, business partner, organizer. But in her personal life it is difficult. She does not forgive, she demands. She builds relationships like a corporation, strictly, consistently, harshly. And if you don't fulfill the conditions, you're excluded. She doesn't get hysterical, she just leaves. And then you wake up with the understanding that you've lost the only one who knew what she wanted. Her choice is not a weakness. It's strength brought to its absolute form. She sold her soul not because she was seduced, but because she decided the soul is excess. There is no place for sentiment in her world, only a plan, a goal, a result. And she will achieve it. Always, at any cost. The second sign is Virgo. The Virgo woman did not look for evil. She looked for order, system, perfection. And it was in this search that she once crossed the line. Because in reality, everything is imperfect. And she could not come to terms with this. And then she made a choice. If the world cannot be fixed, it must be subdued. Her deal was wordless, not with flames and screams, but with silence and precise calculation. She gave her soul in exchange for the ability to see the weak points of everyone around her, and use them if necessary. This woman is uncompromising. She does not allow mistakes, neither from herself nor from others. Her analysis cuts more painfully than an insult. She can destroy a person with one look, one phrase, one comment. Because she always knows where the subtleties are. And if she decides that you are in the way, you will be destroyed with facts. Calmly, cold-bloodedly, without quarrels and emotions. Simply put, you are no longer part of her system. She does not believe in kindness, she believes in structure. Everything must be logical, predictable, verified. Her world is tables, rules, consequences. And if chaos appears in this world, she erases it. Even if this chaos is a person, feelings, an accident. She will not allow anyone to disrupt the reality she has created. That is why her actions seem cruel, but she does not consider them so. For her, this is a necessity. Efficiency. The Virgo woman does not show that she knows more than she says. But she is the one who sees all the hidden processes. She censors lies in details, notices inconsistencies in behavior, calculates motives. She does not demand, she directs. And you do not even notice how you begin to act according to her rules. This is her control. Invisible, without shouting, but absolute. She does not believe in miracles. She believes in a formula. And if you do not fit in, you will be removed. She can love, but she will control. She can care, but through criticism. Her care is correction. Her recognition is pointing out mistakes. And if you want to be close, you must be strong. Because she destroys the weak not out of malice, but out of conviction, they interfere with perfection. The deal she made did not give her wings. It gave her a cold mind and absolute will. She is not afraid to be alone. She knows how to survive. She does not need, and that is why she is scary, not because she is evil, but because she is emotionlessly correct. And correctness without feelings is her new code. She gave up her heart in order to act more accurately, and now her decisions are not subject to discussion. The third sign is Aquarius. She doesn't believe in boundaries. The Aquarius woman once decided to give up what slows down her thinking, emotional reactions and fear of consequences. She didn't renounce morality, she stopped considering it obligatory. The deal with the devil was not a request. It was a business agreement. Endless access to knowledge, tools and destructive freedom in exchange for the ability to feel regret. She didn't want to be understood, she wanted to be unattainable. And she became it. After the deal, she turned off her filters. Neither emotions nor other people's opinions prevent her from making judgments, changing reality, rebuilding structures. The Aquarius woman thinks in systems, not emotions. She is able to rewrite any order, disassemble the situation to the molecules and reassemble it according to her own laws. Everything that hinders her is eliminated. Everything that is beneficial is strengthened. Her intellect became sharp as a blade and just as ruthless. She calculates everyone who crosses her path and instantly builds a response. Her speeches are cold formulas, behind which hides absolute confidence in her rightness. She does not argue, she proves, and if her decisions cause fear, so much the worse for those who are afraid. The Aquarius woman leaves no doubt. Her mind sees 3 steps ahead, and while others are reasoning, she is already changing the rules of the game. Any system she enters is transformed. She cannot be subjugated, she cannot be deceived. She is able to destroy authorities, undermine hierarchies, remake spheres of influence, because she feels neither respect nor fear for the established order. She has given up attachments. Now no one can control her through feelings. Neither family, nor friends, nor lovers. She is no longer vulnerable. In return, she received absolute autonomy. Any goal she sets is achieved, not through manipulation, but through a cold strategy. The devil didn't give her power, he simply removed her chains. She did everything else. Now she's not a girl, she's a mechanism for destroying illusions. If she walks into a room, everyone feels the air change. Because where she is, other people's wills no longer work, only her own works. The fourth sign is Taurus. She did not believe in magic. She believed in calculation. The Taurus woman sold her soul not out of stupidity or pain. She consciously carried out an internal operation. She excluded doubts, turned off pity, and formalized a documented renunciation of internal morality. Her deal with the devil was formalized as a business contract. Clear conditions, specific points, mutually beneficial partnership. She did not ask for gifts. She demanded guarantees, financial stability, absolute control over reality, the impossibility of losing. And she received them. From the moment of the deal, she became a different creature. Everything that used to limit her disappeared. She stopped forgiving, stopped waiting, stopped believing in the goodwill of the world. Instead, she began to plan. Every day, every person, every emotion is under control. She does not show anger, she shows strength. The Taurus woman does not raise her voice. She does not need to. Her silence weighs more than the screams of others. She never asks twice, and if she is refused, it is the last refusal in someone's life. Because she crosses out without a chance to return. Her power is based on facts. She creates money, manages property, runs a business as if she was born with an economic code. Her decisions are impeccable. Her documents are error-free. Her accounts only grow. Everything she touches brings profit. And no one understands how she does it. The answer is that she once paid with her soul for liberation from weakness. Now she has assets at her disposal, not emotions. The Taurus woman no longer negotiates from a position of equality. She is unequal. She is superior. She is respected not for her softness, but for her inevitability. She does not offer, she demands. And she always receives. Because you can't play around with her. She will not forgive. She will not accept. She will not soften. Her internal security system has forever turned off pity and fear. And since then, every day of hers is a winner's day. The deal with the devil didn't change her. It simply legitimized what was already in her. A desire for power, a refusal to be weak, and an ability to build her life without excuses. She is no longer a woman looking for love. She is a woman creating empires. With her own hands, with a cool head, and at a cost she will never regret.